we are going to start a new presentation, and I'm going to choose the first theme, the first design template, and I'm going to insert using Control M shortcut. I'm going to insert 4 slides. I'm going to give this presentation the title Higher Education in Pakistan, right? So this is going to be the title in on the title slide, and I'm going to type this Higher Education in Pakistan in the text box. Right after the title text box, I'm going to type presented by. I'm going to type my name, and this is all I'm going to have in the title slide. And after this, I'm going to go to the second slide, and you don't need to worry about the text. I have written some points, some random points. So today's agenda is not about writing text. We covered that the last time, and we looked at how to apply bullets. So you can select all the text and you can select bullets, and bullets will be applied to your text, and you can create vertical or horizontal spaces between text. And on the next slide, I'm going to add some more text, like for example the title is HEC and beyond. So I've created 2 slides. The first one is about the time before HEC, and the second one is the time after HEC, and I have written some random points about the time duration after creation of HEC. And on the last slide, I am just going to again, first of all, I'm going to change the layout of the last slide to how do we access the layout setting. We first of all click this gray area, and we then go to this button that says properties, and then we select the layout that we like. So right now I'm interested in this layout, this one title and 2 content layout. And then I'm going to insert some text from the other presentation, and I am giving this slide the title of HEC Scholarship Statistics. Again, something just I made up. I came up with nothing you know from reality, just something based probably on my observation of HEC over the years, right? So after this, I'm going to insert a chart here by clicking the chart, and then I'm going to double click. It is already in edit mode. When you insert the chart, it is only already in edit mode. I'm going to right click this, and I'm going to use insert slash no, I'm going to use the data table option, and I'm going to delete the last 2 columns. How do I delete a column in a table? I go to the title of this table, like column 3. I click inside so that the cursor either blinks or some text is selected. Then I use this red button to delete this column. So now I only have one column, and I'm going to name this column as scholarships, number of scholars. And then I'm going to populate this table with some data. So we start with 2003, then 18, and if you want to insert new rows, you use the first button in this list of buttons, and a new row will be inserted, and we can call it to 2021. And here I'm just going to use some random figures of number of scholarships offered by HEC during these years. And now I'm going to change the chart type to area, because in my opinion it looks better, showing the drop in number of scholarships over the years from offered by HEC. Another thing I added to this was, if you look at this, that you can add title to the axes. So you can go to format axis. No, actually you will have to use this option called insert titles. So you right click this area, and you get this option insert titles. So by the way, anywhere you right click inside this graph, you're going to see different context menus. So you have to look for the option you're interested in. So I'm going to name the x-axis as year, and I'm going to name the y-axis as number of scholarships, and I'm going to press OK. And now you see that the x-axis says year and the y-axis says number of scholarships. So I'm going to come back to the main slide now. Now the new things in today's class, all of these things we also saw in the previous class: how to add text, how to add bullet points, how to create a chart or graph, how to change the layout, what's the difference between a title slide and a content slide. So we have a basic presentation made. Now I am going to tell you how we can add text and logos inside your presentation, which remain the same throughout the slides, and you don't need to add them on every slide every time you create a new slide. So I'm going to go from the view menu to master slide. There are 2 master slides available. One is for content and one is for title slide. So you may have noticed that the title was written in the middle. So this is the title slide, and this is the content slide. So in the content, we have the title on the top. In the title slide, the title was in the middle. So I'm going to have this one selected. So this is the content slide. You can say master slide. This is something, whatever you add on this is going to be shown on every content slide. And when you will be in the normal mode instead of the view, you will not be able to edit whatever you added inside the master view. So first of all, I'm going to insert an image of the university logo by selecting this logo image from my downloads folder. I'm going to open it and it will show over here. I'm going to insert it on the top right corner of my slide, and then I'm going to go to view menu and I'm going to change to normal view. So now you see that all the three slides have the university logo on top, and if I click it, no matter in what way, I'm not able to select this logo or change the location of this logo. This is a fixed logo now. So if I, for example, create a new slide, you see that the logo is already there. If I create a new slide, the logo is still there. So this is what the purpose of master slide is. So I go back to the master slide view again. Here you see that I will be able to select the logo image or change its location or size. Now I want you to create a text box inside the gray area on the bottom of this slide. Go and select this button. It says insert text box. So you can also do it using insert text box. There's also a shortcut for that. That is the F2 key from the keyboard, but this is less frequently used, so you don't need to remember it. So you go to text box, and now you can insert the text box in two different ways. One way is that you click and drag, so the previously existing text boxes are going to interfere with your objective here. So you need to click on an area where there is no text box. So I clicked right in between these two text boxes, this upper text box and the lower text box. Right now I'm holding the left mouse key and I'm dragging the text box. So this is one way of creating a text box. Wherever I release, for example, I release it over here, it is going to create a text box with this much width. So I want you to write your name here. I'm going to write mine. Then I want you to go to the border of this text box, this light blue border, and I want you to click it and drag this name of yours into the center area of the bottom gray area. So in this theme or this design template, you can see that there's a gray bar at the bottom of each slide. So I'm going to select the or left click on the border area of the text box that I created and written my name in, and I'm going to drag it and bring it inside the middle of this gray box. And if I go to the normal view again, you're going to see that every single slide has now my name at the bottom inside this gray box. Then I'm going to go to the master slide view again, and I'm going to create yet another text box, and this time I'm just going to click in this area, and I'm not going to click and drag to change the width of this text box. And now I'm going to type my roll number. For example, my roll number was 12-123456, and I'm going to click it and click the border of this text box, and I'm going to drag it down inside this red area on the right side, and I'm going to place it approximately in the middle, and I can change its location using the keyboard arrow keys on the keyboard. And now I'm going to go to the view menu and normal view, and you can see that every slide now has my roll number in the red box over here, and my name is on every slide in the gray area, center of the gray area. So this is called master slide view, and what we have done is we have inserted text and images, this logo image and different text, so that all of these things appear on every slide. But there's a chance of mistake. For example, if I go to the title slide and I go to the view menu and master slide, and I insert the university logo again using insert image and selecting the file from the hard drive, and this time I don't resize it, I simply place it in the somewhere around here. I hope you guys can see I have placed it over here. Now I go to the view menu and normal view. You can see that the logo only appears in the first slide, the title slide only. So it means that the master slides are different for every type of slide. So if it's a title slide, master slide view is going to be different than the master slide view for the content slides. So the second thing I'm going to tell you about is the slide transitions. So slide transitions are animations which are applied to slides, and they are meant to change the way the slides appear on the screen the very first time. So for example, if I select checkers, you can see that this first slide now has an animation called checkers. I can select the second slide and I can use, for example, the wedge animation. Similarly, I go to the third one. For example, I use the comb animation. For the fourth one, for example, I use the tiles animation. And for the I'm going to delete the last slide because we don't really need it. You're not going to see the slide transitions when you are over here. You will have to use the slideshow, but you can start from this button. So I'm going to use this button. I'm going to go full screen now. The first slide appeared with this checker things, and then I clicked using the mouse or I used the right arrow key from the keyboard. The next slide appeared with the transition animation. Then I'm going to click again, and the next slide appeared with this comb animation, slide transition. And then I clicked, the last slide appeared with the tiles slide transition animation, right? So you can also see the different settings over here. You can change the speed of this animation. If you select 1 second, the animation will be very fast. It will only finish in 1 second. If you select 3 seconds, the animation is going to be slow. It is going to take more time. You can apply some sound for with an animation. You can change the variant if some of them are sometimes available, sometimes they're not. You can also change the appearance from on mouse click to automatically after 1 second maybe. So just for the purpose of demonstration, I'm going to go and change for every slide. I'm going to change the setting to automatically after 1 second, and let's see what happens. I'm going to start the slideshow from the first slide, and now you see I'm not touching the mouse or the keyboard, and you see that the after 1 second, after every 1 second, the new slide appears automatically with the slide transition that I've applied. So I'm going to go and change it back to on mouse click for every slide transition. The next concept we're going to look into this in this class is called animation, right? So you see right now you don't see anything in animation. Everything seems to be disabled. I'm going to select the title called Higher Education in Pakistan, and as soon as I select this text, I can see that this plus button has enabled. So by the way, it is still very difficult to see whether it is enabled or not. So I'm going to click this add effect, and nothing seems to have happened except that we have added an animation appears in this box. The type of this animation that we see is called appear. You can change it to different animation styles, like for example circle. So you will see, look closely, and it appears in a circle, and you can actually change it. So for similarly, for example, if I select my name and I click the plus button, so for my name, the animation is immediately added, and I'm going to select for this, I'm going to select the spin in option like this. Now let's go to the slideshow and see what has happened. This is the first slide. Now I haven't started talking yet, but there is no title in the slide, and maybe I can start talking about the topic, about welcoming the audience to this presentation. And then when I'm ready to show them the title, I can simply click the screen, and now my title appears on the screen. So this is something that really helps in delivering good presentations, because you want the audience to focus on one point at a time. So you can click and you can bring in the new information. So for example, I was done telling the audience about the title of the presentation. Now I'm going to now I want to introduce myself. I want to tell them my name, because my name is less important than the title of the presentation, so I'm doing it after the title description. So now I click the screen again, and now my name appears. And as I said, I can go to this already created animation style, and I can change its duration to, let's suppose, 2 seconds. And what do you think? Will the animation become faster or slower? It will become slower, because now instead of 0.5 second, the animation is going to take 2 seconds, which is a lot of time in terms of animations. So let's see what has happened. So the first click brings in the title. The second click brings my name much slower, in 2 seconds to be precise. So I can use the back arrow key on the keyboard to go back one step in this sequence of animations. So now my name has again disappeared. Now I'm going to, after pressing the left arrow key, I'm going to press the right arrow key again. So now you see that my name is has appeared again. So I'm going to go and go to the next slide, and I'm going to select the first line, and I'm going to press the plus button, and I'm going to repeat this for every line. I'm going to go to the next line, I'm going to press the plus button. I'm going to select the next line. I'm going to press the plus button. Next line, plus button. Next line, plus button. Next line, plus button. Not much seems to have happened, but just observe what benefit we are going to get from what we have just done. Now, this is the next slide. I have just clicked the screen and next slide has appeared. I can only see the title and I cannot see any of the contents. Why? Because I have applied animations on those things. Those are not actually animations, those are just appearance. So the animation will simply make the text appear on the slide. Not much will be done. But the benefit is now I can talk to the audience, look them in the eye, and I can tell them that when HSC was, born, what were the reasons the idea was conceived, because I did not write the conception of HEC in the contents of slides. So maybe I want to talk about the conception without having to have the text on the slide. But when I'm done telling the people about why I'm trying to discuss the time before HEC, now I'm ready to show the audience the first point. So I'm going to click, and the first information appears. This is the information that I want to give the audience after I have disclosed the title. When I have told them that maybe I want to add a couple of more things about what else happened in 2002, like some political change or whatever, then I'm going to click again, and now it shows another information that before HEC the number of universities were much less as compared to after 2002. So after 2002 there were more universities. So universities mainly government owned, and that area was that time the HEC was called UGC, University Grants Commission, and it only oversaw the working of universities. So you see, the audience probably will appreciate that I'm not bombarding them with all of this information the minute I start the presentation. I'm giving them this information one after the other. This one, then this one, then this one. I hope you guys acknowledge this, right? So, and then small funding grants for research, and then the next slide appears, and here you see that all the information is bombarded to the audience at the same time, and I don't really like this style of presentation if you have done it right. So whenever you do, please try to add animation. So and the second thing is that you can go to the first line animation, which is for what HEC was created in 2002, and you can change the styles, like for example fly in, and for the second one I can choose like Venetian blinds. The third one I can choose box, and for the fourth one I can choose checkerboard, right? So you can choose, you can go through these, and you will find maybe some like boomerang. So now let's have a look at these. So you can fast forward everything by simply clicking on the slide, and accept the slide transition, everything can be fast forwarded. So now you see every line is appearing with different animation style, right? So the last thing I'm going to talk about is gallery. So you can go to this button and you can see gallery. And I'm using 1 year old version of OpenOffice, LibreOffice, and they still used to have this category of schools and university. But I hear from you guys that this option may not be available. But if you can, you should insert this. You can insert images from gallery inside your slides to make it more colorful. But if you cannot find it, just insert some random clip art from the gallery if you still have it,